Hi friends, this is Dr. Gunamani Jana and we are going to discover about how anybody can learn Matlab and how you can master in hardly 3 hours. We specifically have gone for this Matlab version 2019A. You can see it here, Matlab R 2019A. So here we will be going for doing all the things. The first time we open this, you can see it is a Matlab ID. So this is you can see the command window, and here you can see the current folder. Here you can see the details, all the things on the workspace. You can see it here. Okay. So what we need to do? Let us start with some small programs, and we directly work in the command windows first. Then we can go for doing the scripting languages. Okay. So for working in the command window, you see already the prompt is available here. You can see that 2 forward slashes are there. It is like this. So you type anything. Say suppose I am going for 15 plus 25. Okay, just enter. We can get the output here. The answer it is coming 20. So in the right hand side, if you can see it here, one variable is created. What is the name of the variable? ANS. Answer is the first variable is created. The output is coming. Suppose I want to check what is the variable answer. So I put it here. You see the answer, the variable it is coming 40. Clear? So now the entire ID what you see in front of you, it is divided into 4 parts. First one is the command window at the center. We will be going for all sort of the coding here itself. And the left hand side you can see the current folder. We are already having some folders what I worked there, it is there. So here the details should be there. And the right hand side you are having the workspace. Whatever the variables and whatever the data will be doing, all the things will be recorded here. Fine. So this is actually as per the request of so many researchers and other peoples. We are going for this Matlab, and remember that we are going for this Matlab R2019A. Now it is available R2022A. You can download. It is not a free software, but the student version also you can download and work for sometimes, right? So this is all about these things. Let us start all the things. Suppose we go for all these mathematical operations here. Say I say something, say 35 minus say 23. Say I want to go for these things. You can have it. Again the answer is equal to 12. So that means the previous variable was, now I put something x is equal to say 45. X is equal to 45. I put it a semicolon because the semicolon operator it will not work to immediately run that program. So then I put it here. It is there. Even if x is equal, if you without a semicolon you type it there, so immediately so x is equal to 45. So I put something y which is equal to something, I say it is 55, right? So x something I have shown and y something I have shown. Then similarly, you see, are you watching all the things in the workspace? It is coming the variable x, it is stored 45, and y also stored 55. Now I put something z which is equal to x plus y. Say x shift plus y. Okay, I put it on and I put a semicolon there also. Okay, I put it there. So it is, even if the z 45 plus 55 it is 100, but it is not showing the answer. So if you type z here and put it here, now the answer it is coming 100. You get it now? So these are the things. We can declare any variable, you can assign any value to that one, and we can use all the things there in our program, right? So now similarly you can go for, say suppose I want to find the square root of something. A square it is 144. You know the square root of 144, it is 12. These things we know. Okay, so if you enter it here, you can see answer is equal to 12. You get it now? So like this, a number of activities you can do it here, and we can also do all the things. Now let us go for some things like that. Suppose the same square root I am going to multiply something or divide something. Let us see what is happening. So previously it was there. All these things, now you can see what the commands you have given, everything it is showing here. Okay, okay, so then I am multiplying it with 9. So 12 9 it will be 108. You are getting all the things, we can do it here. You get it now? So similarly we can have a number of operations there, and we can also solve all the things. Fine. Now let us learn. In the desktop you can see in the command window so many things are there. Suppose I want to clear the screen. Okay, so we can write the command clc So that is the clear the screen. You can clear all the things from the command window. But you see in the workspace still all the variables are existing. So there are two ways of clearing all the things. Okay, so you can write clear vars, clear clear vars the variables. It will also clear all the things, or you can simply type clear also, it will also clear all the things. Can you see all the things are there? If you type ans there now, the previous variable, nothing is there. You get it now? So answer no output, nothing, because there is no output, nothing is coming there, right? So similarly, suppose I declare some other variables now. Say suppose x is equal to 67 semicolon, and y is equal to 78. That is also I put it here just for the things, and write say something z which is equal to x minus y, say something x minus y. You got it now? So now you see, whatever I am assigning to x, it is stored there. Whatever I am assigning to y, it is stored there. And when I am calling z is equal to x minus y semicolon, that is also stored in the z. Okay, if I call this variable z, then you can see it here, right? Z is equal to something 11, it is coming, right? Now suppose I want to see what is the things it is happening, just type whos. Okay, if you see it here, it is showing the variable x, and it is a size equal to 1 by 1, and variable y also size equal to 1 by 1. So the byte is taking 8 byte, and the class it is showing the doubles. Okay, the double, right? So x, y, z all are the variable here. You get it now? Similarly, suppose I type something, a variable name, so I give it name, and which is equal to, under single quotation, I write Gunamani. Okay, suppose I write Gunamani. Okay, so now this is the thing, put a semicolon and enter it there. So suppose I want to write the name, I want to find the name, NAME, then you can see the name is equal to, it is coming Gunamani. Can you see it here? So like this, whatever the operations and whatever things, you can do it here, right? So let us move to the other things now. Yeah, so this is the thing. Yeah, just to give me a minute. Now you can see here, suppose I want to check it, what is the data type now, whos. Yeah, so, sorry, WHOS, whos. So now you can see this name is coming as a character, because if you see the name, I put it under single quotation, so it has taken as a character. Okay, the same thing I put it some name which is equal to, okay, so I put it under double quotation, and I put it Gunamani. Okay, I put it now. Okay, get it now? And semicolon, and put the semicolon here and enter. Now again I go for this name here, it is showing Gunamani, it is fine. What the thing is that if I go for this whos here, WHOS, whos, now you can check it here. This name, it is coming string. You remember previously this name with a single quotation, what I declared, it is showing a character, but here it is showing string. You can understand? So these are the things we can use it here. Similarly, whenever we are declaring some variables, say suppose I procure p which is equal to 68, p is equal to 68. So if I am running, it is showing the output p. If you want to suppress the output, then we usually use a semicolon here, that you know. P is equal to 68, enter, means it is not immediately showing the output. Similarly, q, I assigned a variable q which is equal to 98. Suppose I put it here, and I put a semicolon here, right? So now to suppress the immediate output, so I put a semicolon. So pq is there. Suppose I something like r which is equal to p into q, okay. So this also I want to suppress the immediate output, I enter it here. Now if I write the answer r, enter, it is coming 6664. You get it now? So these are the things we can do it here. As I told you that to clear the screen, we can type clc that you see here, and even if you clear the screen, the workspace still it is there. So for that, either you can write the clear vars, or you can write clear vars. Already I have shown you. So write clear, clear. So once you type the clear, the workspace what was there in the right hand side, all the things are gone. Now it is clear, right? So these are the small things we can start and work with all the things. Now you can see, if you want to declare more than one variable and assign values to them, so what you do, you just separate it by comma. So suppose I find x is equal to 25, comma y is equal to 35. When I run this one, you can find it is given x is equal to 25, So it has, oh yeah, it has not taken properly. I put it minus sign. No, it will not take. Okay, so we go for y is equal to 35. I did a mistake here. Y is equal to 35. Suppose we defined all the things and enter here. It is showing x is equal to 25, y is equal to 35. So initially what you would do, x is equal to 25 semicolon, y is equal to, because instead of that what I have done, x is equal to 25 comma y is equal to 35, and you can go for all these operations, x plus y. Say what is the output, you can get it here. Similarly x minus y, also you can find what is the operations. If you can get x say into y, that is the value, also you can get it here. And suppose you want x to the power, okay, so x to the power y, this is also you can do, you can get it here. All things you can get it here. And x by y also you can put it here, x by y, okay, x by y also you can put it here. So it is coming, all these operations you can do it here. So till now what we are doing, so everything we are doing it here on this command windows, and it is displayed here. And for clearing we are putting the sign CLC, okay, it is clearing the command window screen, okay, but still it is there workspace. But another way it is there, so you can go for a new, say if you go for a scripting, you go for a new, then you go for a script, then you go for a script. Can you see it here, script? Just I'm clicking script language. Then here it is something editor, it appeared, publish and all things, it appeared here, okay. So now what I do, I write the same CLC, okay, then I put the say clear vars, or you can put the clear also, whatever things are there, okay. So now even if you typed it here, is it clear there? It is still the workspace, everything is there as it is, okay. So now I put it here, then x is equal to 78, okay, x is equal to 78, I put it here, okay. Now how to run all the things? So before running, so Control S, you have to save it. So then it will ask you, say I write it my program 1, by default it will be there, the .m extension, so save it, right, program 1, I type it, program 1, so I save it here, okay. So it is showing program 1.m, you get it now. So once you have done, you run it here. Once you run, you see whatever the, because I already put the CLC, it is the here I cleared all the things, then I am putting the clear vars, it has cleared all the things, then I put x is equal to 78, he created a variable x and putting the value of there here, okay. So similarly I put it here, y is equal to, say something, write it, y is equal to 89, so I put it here. Oh, I think it's creating some problem here. Y is equal to 89, y is equal to 89, you put, because why it is showing some error, you can put a semicolon here and you can put a semicolon here, right. So now now is it clear? Now I am putting x plus y, x plus y, right. So these are the things I am going to do it here. Now what I have to do, it is save, just Control S, you save it, so it is saved automatically, that program. Then you have to run this program. What the output will come, it will show x is equal to 78, y is equal to 89, this is already, it will be stored there, the variable it will show there, and the x plus y, this value also it will show you, right. So when I go for running this program, let us see, can you get it here? All the things we can do it here, and we this is the things we saved it as a file name, program1.m. .m stand for the Matlab, just we are writing the C program.c, Java program.c, .java and C++ .cpp, like that for Matlab program1.m. Clear? So like this you can do a lot of program, and one more thing is that, let us have some other things discuss here. Here you can go for all the operations, whatever you are already practicing for other things, yeah. Now you can see, say we are using these things like CLC for clearing the screen, clear vars, and all things are there for clearing the workspace, okay. So these things we do it here. Now we will be writing some comments. So if you are writing the comment on the same line, we call it the inline. Suppose I am writing something inline, some comment, so this is percentage sign, it is inline. Suppose you are writing a comment in the new line, so you call the new line comments, okay. So these are things. So now suppose I want to put some arrays, okay. So I write x is equal to 1 is to 10, okay, you get it now. Suppose I run this command, what you will see, the output hello, it is not taking these things. Okay, it doesn't understand these things what you're writing. Okay, don't worry for this thing. So now control S and you save it. Okay, run it here now. Okay, now so it has taken x. Can you see it here? X is equal to 1:10 means it has taken 10 values from 1 to 10. You get it now? So 1 to 10, 1 2 3 4, it has taken all these values. I need not write it 1 space 2 lot, all the things I have not written it there. Write it. Suppose I want to go for the transpose of that one. Say what you write here. Yeah, just you put it here. X is equal to transpose of x. Just you put it here. Semicolon, enter, and x is equal to transpose of x. Okay, the transpose just you put it here. Okay, enter it here. Okay, so now if you run this program, can you see here the transpose means it is no, initially it was one row, one array it was there, and when we are going for it becomes just like one column, right? So like that you can go for these things. And you have some other commands like the linspace or line space, whatever you say. So for that command, what you write, you can use the linspace command, lin space. So suppose in the linspace, what is the starting value, what is the end value? Suppose I give it some 10 to 30. Okay, shift I put it here 10 comma 30 or 10 comma 30. So between 10 and 30 it has to take some 100 number of values. Okay, minimum 100 number of values. So instead of writing all the things, just I put this command. Are you getting me? So linspace and all things, and I put it to something like that, it is y. So I put it y is equal to this one, y, which is equal to linspace and all things are there. Okay, if I run this command here, so control S, you just save it here and you run this program. You can see, can you see here all these things it has taken it here. Yeah, after this we can take column 1. So 10, 10.2020, 10.4040, 10.6061. So it has taken 100 number of values in between what, between starting from this 10 and 30. It started from 10 here and the end will be there. At the end it is coming 30.00. So between any two numbers, suppose you want to generate 100 number of values, so you can use this linspace command. So and I store it one variable y, and all things you can put it here. Okay, and suppose you want to see what is the values, whatever the data type, WHOSS, just you put it here and control S and run it here. If you run this command, so you can see it is taking x is equal to 10:1. Why it is 10:1? Because x is equal to transpose of x, so that is 10 number of lines and 1 number of columns, and y is equal to 1 into 1 by 100. It is 1 row and 100 number of columns are there. Okay, so is it matrix multiplication is possible between them? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because the inner values 10 into 1 and 1 is to 100, so you product it will be 10 by 100. Okay, so that is possible. We don't have any problem on these things, right? So we will be discovering so many things on these, matrices and vectors here also. Okay, let us have some other programs and we focus on all the things. Okay, fine. So suppose we want to do the same y line space, y something, even y which is equal to linspace. Okay, y is equal to linspace, and I want between 10 and 30. Okay, so write it 10 comma 30, but I want only 5 values. Then separate it by 5, and put it here and run it here. Can you see here? So are you able to get it here? Now if I run this program, what will happen? See, I have taken only 5 values. Then what it will take? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So these things you can decide whatever things are there. So another way of defining the array and vectors here, that you can take something like, say, suppose I take z. Z is one thing, and I put it in a capital Z, no problem. So z, which is equal to, for this what you need to do, you start with a bracket. Okay, start with the bracket, and all these values, say I put it 10 space 20 space 30 space 40 space 50. Okay, so space 50, and close these things here. Okay, so once you go for these things and run this program, and you save it and run this program. Okay, if you run it here, you can find something z is equal to it has also given a similar way also how to do and what to do here. So these are the different ways of representing array and vectors in our MATLAB, right? Fine. So there is still another way of representing things. Suppose I represent A, which is equal to, start the square base here. I write the numbers 11, comma 22, semicolon 33, comma 44, semicolon 55, comma 66. Okay. So are you getting me? So I created one matrix like these things. Okay, when I want to run these things, you can clearly see it is A is equal to 11, 22, 33, 44, 65, error in program on line 1. Oh my god, it is, I have given this thing back is equal to, fine. So like that. Okay, now you run this program and you can find it is showing just in the form of a matrix 11, 22. So are you getting me? So this is just previously it was one line, that means 1 by something it was showing 1 by 2 or 1 by 3. Now it is showing 3 by 2, 3 number of rows and 2 number of columns. Okay, suppose I want to go for some operations here. So I write say suppose write a shift plus 8. I write a plus 8 and I run this program. Okay, a plus 8, is it possible? Yes. So each element it is multiplied with all the things, right? So similarly, suppose I want to do a into a, is it possible? Let us see, a multiplied with a. So is it possible? See, it is a 3 by 2 and 3 by 2. So the inner values doesn't matter, that 3 by 2 and another 3 by 2, 2, 3, this mismatches. If it is 3 by 2, 2 by 3, then it is possible. Okay, now let us run. What is the output? Let us see. It is throw some error, it is showing some incorrect error, right? But same thing, instead of that one, if I put transpose of a into transpose of a and run this program, it will work. So okay, it has already given this the value right there. So like that we can do all the things there. Suppose we put something like that. Now I put something some x is equal to, I put something x x is equal to I put it linspace operations, linspace and I go for it is a 0 to 100, whatever things are, whatever things I take 100, shift 1 is to 50, 1 is to 50 I take it, right? So is it clear? Is it clear? So x is equal to linspace, I have put it here. Now suppose I want to make it a square of x, is it possible? Now let us see. So x and just cap onto x square, is it possible? Just let us see. If I run this thing, is it taking? So it is showing some error in line number 14 or 15. X is equal to linspace 1 is to 50, it is okay. X is equal to lin linspace, it is okay. But here, okay, now what you have to do, you have to use a dot operator here, right? Get it now? So suppose I put a dot operator there and I run this program. X is equal to linspace 1, okay, this command should not be there, 1 comma 50, not 1 comma 50. Okay, so this is the thing, and you run this program and you can have, now you can clearly have all the things. You get it now? So suppose you want to run it without this dot product, without the dot, will it run? Let us see. It has shown some error. You get it now? The line number 15 error because so it is unable to do that one. So for that we go for a dot product. Okay, so for dot product you just put the dot. You get it now? So these are the some of the tricks with which we can work with all these matrix and all things, and we can still explore a number of other things here also. Yeah. Now we delete all the things not necessary. Now I go for some other things. Suppose I go for something like that. Okay, so if you go for this running all the things, now it will clear the screen as well as the everything, it will clear. Okay, this is clear, this is also clear. Now suppose I decide something, a is equal to I want to create something once, ONES once, and I want to make it a 3 by 3. Okay, I want to make it a 3 by 3. So just you put right a once is equal to 3. Can you enter? Can you put it here? Okay, if you run this, what will happen? Can you see? Just like a magic, it has coming like this. Similarly, suppose I want to make it for a square I have given 3. Okay, for a square I have given 3. Suppose I want to make it 3 by 2. 3 by 2. Okay, 3 by 2 and run this program. What will happen? See, 3 number of rows and all things it has done. Okay, so instead of ones, suppose I write b is equal to zeros, same thing. So I write b which is equal to zeros, zeros, b is equal to zeros. Here I write 5 by 4, 5 comma 4. Okay, 5 number of rows, 4 number of column. Okay, if you run this program, are you getting me all the things? B is equal to zeros and all things. You can see 5 number of rows, it is also coming. So if you want some diagonal like that, say suppose I want to put something like that, C which is equal to, where is C which is equal to, here I write eyes, EYES. Okay, eyes. So suppose I want a 5 by 5 matrix. Okay, so put it 5 and enter it there. Okay, now if I run this program, what is the output coming? Just you have it here. Okay, C is equal to eyes, not eyes, it is I. S is not there, it is I. Okay, so C is equal to I and all things. So can you get it here? So all these diagonal elements are only 1, remaining all are zeros. So like this you can go for a number of activities here, and I hope suppose I put something, a variable x which is equal to say I put it to 1 colon 5 colon 50. What is the meaning of that one? So this value x starts at 1 and ends at 5. Okay, and this is advanced by 5. Okay, so or you can step by 5. Okay, so this what is the output will be there? It will be 1, 5, 10, like that all the things will be there. Okay, so you can take it 1, 2 and all things. You run this program, let us see. So can you see here it is 1, 6 and all things. If you are starting from 0, then exactly now the value also it will come. Put it 0, starting at 0, end at 5 and steps at 5. So if you run these things, it is coming 0, 5, 10 up to 50, it is coming. Clear? So like this you can do all the activities here with all this your matrix, right? Now let us take one. We go for a matrix. We go for a matrix A which is equal to, so start the square bracket, 12, 23, 34, semicolon, 23, 34, 45. Okay, so these are the matrix you created, right? Okay, back and shift. Sorry. Yeah, you put it here. Back. It is I think here, right? So is it clear? So you created like this. So when you run this one, you will have a matrix like this. You will have a matrix that is 12 like that. Suppose I want to find something like that. What is the second? How to find this number 34? Here 34 or say some 35. The second row and second column. This is the second row and this is the second column. How to write that one? Suppose I put it A of 2 by 2, 2 comma 2, second row, second things, and close these things and enter there. So if you run this program, the output it will come 34. Are you able to see all the things? So you can get all the things like this. So in the similar manner, somewhere also, suppose I want to find in some arrays, I want to find using that line space operation as well as the things, I want to do something. Suppose given A is equal to A is equal to, you can do all sort of activities here. A is equal to, suppose given something like lean space. A is given lean space. What is given? So it is given between say 100 and 200. So suppose given suppose it is here, I made a mistake here. It is given 10 comma 50. Okay, the lane space is given 10 comma 50. It is given, right? So you put it here and put a semicolon there, right? So this is a lane space 10 comma 50, it is given. And suppose another thing it is given, something like that, b is equal to, here it is clearly you can see between 10 and 50 we will have 100 number of things, we can get it there. But suppose it is given something like that, b which is equal to between 10 and 50, between 10 colon 2 colon 50. Okay, so it is given like this. What is the meaning of that? That means the b start at 10 and end at 50. So these are the advances like 2. Okay, so all the things are there. Okay, now in this case it will be difficult for us to find what are things. Say suppose I run this command, so you can have it. First it has taken, can you see it here? Yeah, b has given, a has given 10 to 50, we are not using it, that one, so it is not displayed there also. Suppose b is in this much, so it is suppose it is 10 colon 500. Okay, then it will be difficult to find other thing. Suppose I want to find what is the last value of this b. Okay, so that means it is starting at 10 and ending at 50. That's what is there, so be there. But I want to do what is the end value of that one. So if it is because it is divisible by 2, it is 50. Say suppose I am putting 51. So suppose I put in 51, then the end value it may not be like that, no. So in that case what I do, I want to put the end value. So what I write, b, then I put it the end value, end. Okay, so if you put the b end here and all things there and you run this program, you can find the last value will be 50, because if it is 2, 10, 12, 14, 18 like that, 48, 50, so the end value it will be also like this. Suppose I want b end minus something like that 5, I put it b end minus 5 or minus minus 5. Okay, so what that will be 50 minus 5, it should come 45. b end minus 5, it will, okay, so it has come 40. But if you write b end minus 5, what will happen? Suppose I write b end and minus 5, what will happen? Let us see. Okay, b end minus, if you run it here, so it is coming 45. That means what is the b end value? B end value is 50. So 50 minus 5, 50 minus 5, how much it is coming? 50 minus 5, it is supposed to come 45. It is coming now. The previous case what I have written, b end minus 5, previous value I have written b end minus 5. What is the meaning of that one? Say suppose I finish it here, b end minus 5. So b end it will be there 50. So 50, before that it will be 48, before that it is 46, 44, 42 and 40. 5 values you are taking. Are you getting me? So all the things we can do it here using all these operations, right? Now suppose we define a matrix A is equal to this one, you run this program, the matrix is coming 1, 2, 3 like that, it is coming. Okay, and suppose I want to change the value of any element here, then what I do? So I write a1 of 1, a1 comma 1, 1 comma 1, what is the actual value? The actual value it was 1. So I want to change into some 50, say 50. I want to change it some 50. Okay, so if you run it, what will happen? So you can see a of 1 which is got 50. Okay, because this operation, this suppress operation is not suppressed. So if you put it here, can you see it has already changed the first element. Instead of 1 you put it here 50. You get it now? So similarly, suppose I want to see second row and first column. second row first column to end. I want to see something. Then what I write it here? So I write A, then go for a second row and first column to end. Okay, so what the output it will come? What is the output it will come? Say you put it here, then if you run it here, run it here. Can you see here the second row first column? What is the second row first column? It is 4, then up to end. So all the things it is coming. Okay, so all the things we can see it here. So I hope the minimum things we got it here on this matrix operation. In our next video we will go in details about the other operations and how to cover the various functions and other operations in the matrix. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please do share with your friends, and also don't forget to subscribe this channel also, so that because we planned for minimum 3 hours of all this entire MATLAB. So in the 3 hours you can master the basic to advanced of MATLABs. Thank you for watching this video. Please take care of everyone. Have a good day.